So as you can see, blue skies and sunshine can only mean one thing if you're a plumber. It's outside tap season, you get large calls of this. I don't win many of them though, because I'm a bit more priced than the local handyman. So I don't do many, but when I do them, I don't really like doing it too much. You know why? Because you have to get off the bloody van out to do them. Anyway, I'm going to show you how I fit mine, because I think I'll do a little bit, well, you decide whether it's controversial or not. I don't think it is. But I'll show you how I fit an outside tap. Come on, let's go. See, the customer at the moment is using this one, this old tap here. Connects onto the hose pipe there. So what I'm going to do, just got the water off, because the water running there. The fridge was there, got that out of the way. Disconnect this. Get water everywhere. I'm thinking take this out, try and get the connection back in there. I'm hoping there's some movement on that pipe. We shall see. So there's hardly any movement. What I've managed to do is disconnect the water meter. There we go. That's the old one. Old one come out with the bonding. Brilliant. Yeah, we'll just start again now. See if we can get the olive off there. I have no idea why that tap's still running. I've just disconnected the main, so God knows. Let's get the olive off there, and yeah, we can start again with the pipe work. Get that out the wall. Probably just chop that bit off there to push it out the wall. Right, you can see we've got the olives off now. We've got a nice starting point. So let's start soldering this up. Cleaned all the pipes. Put a bit of flux on. Coupler. Take the T off. Just start fluxing it up, putting it together. There we go. Now, this is going to be the fun part. Absolutely no movement. I think we'll have to go in at an angle like I just did to get the old one off. There we go. Perfect. Make sure you don't cross-thread this bit. Do not cross-thread. This will be a bit of an awkward phone call to the water company saying, excuse me, I've cross-threaded your water meter, you come out and replace it. So I've got the old one out, which is going to push the new one through and see where we can line it up. So these are the back plates you can get. That's a 600mm one. So I'm going to push that through the hole, probably hit the cupboard. Go on, go through. We'll hit something. Hit the water meter. So we can just measure that excess, cut it off, and yeah, just make life easy for ourselves. Measure the excess, cut it off, then put it back through. Alright, so wall plate is all through there. We did cut it down, and it's just poking up just there. So what we're going to do now is just sort out this back plate. So that's a garden outside tap with a double check valve. That's got a built-in double check valve. That's liquid PTFE, that rapid blue gel, not that stuff. This is a gel, supposed to be non-drip. Can use PTFE on these, but this just makes it a lot easier with liquid PTFE. So let's wall up some of this on. Very thick stuff. Very thick. Just put a better. It's about right to me. What we can do then is just screw that into the outside tap, the back plate. Come on. There we go. Get that till it's tight. You can put our ball plate wherever we want then. Let's just clean up the excess. Get that out white, it's doing reading. Oh god, look at this. There you go. That'll take about 5 minutes to set that well. Plenty of time. Just get a marker. Make sure your tap's nice and straight. Just mark where your hole's going to go. 100% one's going to be on edge of a brick, so you always am. Yeah. Yep. Right on the edge of the brick. Have to be careful with that one. You use a 6mm bit. Carefully drill these holes. be there. Come on. So it wants to be and where it will actually be. I think we should be able to get that still. Yeah, we should be okay with that. So I've just took the tap out and I've just put some tape on there. That's just to protect it from the concrete. So I'll put that through. But before we put it all the way through, we're going to put some silicone just here. Just to seal that hole, make sure it's nice and waterproof, because you don't want water getting down the back and going into the house. So blob of silicone on there. You'll see when we push it back. Come on. Just pushed all the silicone. Just put a bit more on there. There we go. And push that in. And we can screw it up. Make sure that's off. There we go. That's the outside work done. Just smear off. There's a little bit of silicone showing there, but there we go. Beautiful. Right, outside done. Let's go inside. So just put it straight into here. Isolation valve, nice easy butterfly one for the customer. And just mark the pot there. And cut that, stick an elbow in, and solder it up. Beautiful. Alright, let's get this soldered in. Do not put your finger in the flame. Cooled down, just got some paste on there and just tighten it up. There we go, that's off. The earth lead, there's a little hole there, so I'll just put it there, but we'll tell the customer they need to get an electrician in to put an earth strap on. I ain't got one. God, that's tight. There we go. Water back on. No leaks so far, that's good. Don't worry about it softening. I'm looking for no leaks, not neatness. Right, stop tap, turn it back half turn so it don't seize up. Open that. Check it outside. Right, let's get this tight. Hopefully nothing pops off. Oh, you should be able to open that now. Should just, yeah, it should just twist the handle shut. That's it. Sorted. There you go, sorted. Customers well happy with that. You can see we fitted the holes for them as well. I just noticed there, so do you want me to stick that on the wall for you? So yeah, let him have a try of it. Happy days. Now, what the controversial thing is there is the double check valves built into the tap. I haven't put a separate one in. Now, some people, what they'll think is, they'll say, you ain't done that right. They'll say, what happens if that garden tap gets replaced and it hasn't got one with a double check valve in? Well, that's on the next plumber, not me. They should check to see if there's a double check valve. And other people say, what if the double check valve fails in the tap? They're the type of people that wear armbands when they have a poo, just in case they drown. It's a double check valve in the tap. It says in it, it's got a double check valve in it. I don't know. What do you think now? Do you think separate double check valves? Or do you buy the garden taps, they've got a built double check valve in? Let me know. Let me know if you do anything different on garden taps as well. But yeah. I know I'm going to get it in the comments. £110. That's how much charge for a garden tap. That is with the back plate, the tap, and a few fittings and isolation valve, which, including that ain't a bad price at all. It took me about an hour, half hour. That's taking all your tools off and bloody getting them back on. Anyway, let's get on to the next one. So we've got a poorly toilet again. This one will not flush, so it's one of these big button ones. When you press the button, Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. So to get them off, most of the time I'm just on clips, pull it off. Yeah, this was already on. Pulled that off. You can see now you've got a siphon there. These are supposed to be designed so you can work just like that, without having to take it out. I'm hoping I've got a direct replacement. That's what I'm hoping. If not, well, that's going to have to come out, which I'm not looking forward to. So here's hoping now. Right, let's get this open, see what we got. Either way, I've got a brand new flush valve. So if it doesn't fit, at least I can just fit this one brand new. It is one of the hardest things to do sometimes, is marry up flush valves. So let's see. Let's see if my luck's in today. It's looking pretty damn good. Look at that. So that's that top of that one. That's the top of that one. We might be in luck here. So you shall twist, pull up, and exactly the same should happen on that one. Let's disconnect these tubes first. We don't need these. That one off. That one off. Let's take this tape off because I'm pretty sure we don't need that. Do we leave these on? No, let's take these rubber bands off. Probably going to regret that in a minute when they all get in my way. So what we should be able to do now is twist and pull and just lock that one in. Hopefully this will just film because I'm hands free. So here we go. So the old one, I'm not even going to turn the water off. Just twist, pull, get water absolutely everywhere. Just get him out of the way. Now this new one, just go in. Have a feel around, see if we can find the cradle, twist, come on, twist please. Why aren't you twisting on? Right, it's not twisting on for some reason, it should be exactly the same. Yeah, it is definitely exactly the same, so come on. Oh, there we go, I got it. I was doing it the wrong way. Has it stopped flushing now? No. Why are you doing that? Exactly the same one. Alright, let me just let it fill up. It might just be what's left in there. I'm hoping it is, man. I'll give it another twist. It's fine. It's fine. So yeah, it is a straight swap. Thank God for that. I think when I looked online, this was a tabby stock. They come up as, but that's a working one. Working? I don't know. So yeah, the one with the big button, blue tubes. Looks like that on top. That is the one we need. Working one. I'm sure on the model. I'll see if I can find a model number for you. But yeah, these can be cut down and attach onto the back of there. Them all cut down in position. All I've got to remember is blue on top. Blue on top, because I can't remember which one's high and low. Oh, there you go, it tells you there. Short flush on top, which is blue. Should tell you in here which one does what. Right, there you go. Single flush is clear. Single flush needs to be on the half one. Yeah, swap them, there we go. Them are the right way around, and you just got to feed that back onto there. Right, so we now single flush on top. These wires here, just got to connect on to here now. So we just married up half flush, put some new hoses on because we had plenty of slack on them. So half flush goes, you just about see there, half flush, full flush. Then that can be popped back onto there, and it should work, in theory. So these will just hook back on, so you just get it and just push it. Big moment of truth. Absolutely loads better. Honestly, stiff as a pancake that was before, so yeah, we're happy with that. I'll check it on short flush as well. I did say I'll see if we can find a model number, but there ain't nothing on it. It's the working Unitic compact assembly. That's all it says. That is all it says on that, unfortunately. Yes, try it on short flush. Why are you failing? I think I had that mixed up. So, if I try this on short flush. There we go. There you go, there's short flush. There's your short flush. So I'm going to try a big flush. Then put it back together. That's what I should have done in the first place. So filled up, big flush. It's very hard one-handed. Right, big flush. Yep, there's a big flush. Perfect. Right, now we can get it all back together. Now I've actually done it right. There we go, all back together. Just tried a short flush, that's the one that wasn't working. Nice and short, perfect. Big flush, it should just automatically open. Yep, that's the rest of it, there you go. That is one toilet, all done, sorted. So toilets, the biggest problem is matching up the siphons. It really is, there's that many out there now and that many being imported and that many shops sell different ones. It can be an absolute nightmare, it really can. Sometimes the best thing to do is take a picture of the siphon and try and Google search match it on images. I've done that, Google images search, and it sometimes comes up the right one. That one I just had a trial through the internet, managed to find one, it was in stock, got it, happy days. But honestly, toilet siphons are a nightmare. Sometimes it's just easier to replace the old thing. I think you get a Viva one. It's got the cistern, the siphon, the fill valve, 50 quid. You just get in there and you replace a lot. Sometimes it'll be bloody quicker than trying to match them up. But luckily on that one, we managed to match it up. Another job done. Happy days. Before the people start going, big gloves, it's a toilet. Yeah, 20 years of being a plumber. Stuff like that, they'll phase you. Wash your hands, have your lunch. Happy days. Grow up.